So he had a lot of these different little motives, and so like in a symphony, you would have these themes, but they would probably be developed. Wagner, sometimes he develops them, sometimes he just leaves them, sometimes he does other things, just heap of things with them. So like, for example, there might be like motive for a sword, and then there's a dragon motive, there's a giant motive, there's like a Siegfried motive or something like that. And so you could just be listening to this opera, not really paying attention, then you hear these motives and you're like, Siegfried is fighting a giant who turned into a dragon because the motives tell you, right? So it's actually a really clever way of making music a bit more similar to like a book, maybe. It can get sort of more complicated ideas. That's not a good thing to say because in music, complicated ideas come from the music, not from connection to physical objects. So when I mean complicated, I don't mean in the musical sense, but I mean in terms of making his drama complicated, more like a book or something. It really helped a lot to have this kind of system. The other thing is that he can use them to kind of undercut what the characters are saying, like this really famous one in Tristan and Isolde where Isolde, she's like gonna stab him or something, and then she drops the sword, um, and meanwhile, this love theme is playing in the background, so we're all like, we know what you're thinking. But that's not a very good example because clearly a play about two lovers is gonna be about love or whatever. Some of the motives are more vague, or some of them some of them still people debate about what they mean. I mean, there's this one that's called the Renunciation of Love, um, which plays every time someone renounces love, obviously, and then there's this one scene with Sigmund in the ring who sings that theme like at the very moment that he's the most in love, and you're like, what? Like, did Wagner just have a slip there, or is it some kind of philosophical commentary, or like what in the next way? Anyway, so that's why it's important. However, then a lot of people think that like you have to then go and get like the encyclopedia of leitmotifs or something before you can understand, but you really don't. A lot of the motives, they're supposed to operate kind of on a subconscious level, I think. So like they'll be playing in, little here and there, you know, for a while sometimes, and and then suddenly kind of you'll hear it in its main form, and you'll kind of be like, whoa, that sounds cool. Some of them are quite a bit obscure, but usually it's not that hard to pick them up, like uh you know um also, Wagner tends to quite usefully summarize his opera and his main themes in his overtures. So if you listen to the overture properly, the main themes and the main motives will all be in there. So even if you don't know what they mean necessarily, you'll still get a sense of them. One of my favorite parts is at the end of the Valkyrie, just in the last little bit. Siegfried is the next opera, so the Siegfried theme randomly shows up. It's like the musical equivalent of like a trailer, right? So just sitting there listening to the Valkyrie, like la 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 la, and then all of a sudden it's like bum 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 bum, like Siegfried, he's coming next opera to the same theater near you, the same theater, the greatest hero in the world.